Welcome back, everyone, to the Sunday Spotlight. And tonight we're hacking the planet and everything on it, right down to the bullets coming right at us. Deadeye Deepfake Simulacrum is, besides a mouthful of a title, an immersive sim/stealth hacking RPG thing. It's kind of putting a few genres into a blender and wrapping it in some very stripped down visuals. My mind goes to right to Deus Ex means Hotline Miami, dressed as Caves of Could, of all things. It was released this past September. It'd been in early access for a while, or had a demo, I believe, by developer No Day Shall Erase You. One word. They're on itch.io and most social media, but I couldn't find out much about them personally. Their debut was apparently a 2020 Game Jam title called Kiss X Control, and it seems like their style is kind of simple but crisp aesthetics covering a great deal of mechanical depth. Yeah, very stripped down visuals and also uwu anime. Yeah, oh, we will get to that. Yeah, but we're in some kind of like cyberpunk setting, and the game opens with us dying. We end up indebted to the corporation that brought us back, who seems to think some scrub that got pasted is just the person they're looking for. We work for them, do secret agent stuff, and try not to end up deeper in the hole. Emphasis try. The Hotline Miami portion is that we're a squishy little human in a world of gun turrets, trigger-happy guards, and less than merciful stealth systems. It's not quite one-hit kill rules, but it sure as hell feels like that to start with. To even the odds, we hack. Keeping in the vein of the simple visuals, we have a command line interface we use a la Duskers to break into systems around us. It acts like a whole other tool set in addition to your guns and upgrades, and it's downright necessary to proceed. So you spend a lot of time jumping from system to system, scoping out defenses and problem areas, and leveraging some increasingly exotic abilities. We probably won't get too far into that, but there is some strange things happening deep in the skill system. In fact, strange is a word that's going to be coming up a lot. The simple visuals kind of obscure that at first, but we're thrown into the setting without much preamble. So pay attention as we get rolling. There's a lot we can infer, and it all raises questions. A lot of questions. Alright, that was my test run. Just a few missions there, Mr. Bling Bling Mark II. Let's start from scratch. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, see, we got kind of a weird emoji aesthetic in some of the text, and it sometimes obscures what you're even doing or looking at. Let us start fresh. Yeah, click here to skip all. There's a cutesiness to it that is at odds with the weird, like otherwise fairly serious cyberpunk things theoretically happening. Alright. Hey guys, good to see you. So yeah, you were recently in a terrible accident. We have salvaged your body and are bringing you back online now. A debt has been placed on your account in return for our services. $1 million. 1% interest will be added to this debt each day until paid. To repay this debt, please report to our headquarters. See you soon. Alright. So this is the game, and this is us. Our little tutorial is us going into corporate HQ. So right away you can see we are looking at some... Alright, help desk messaging system. Welcome, hon. Please step on the red marker so I can check you in. So yeah, right away you can see we're looking at a very simplified visual aesthetic. Our character doesn't really animate so much as just shift states as we move. We'll go ahead and head up to the receptionist. There's the concierge. She'll kind of be our handler. Are you the new employee? I love these options here. Yes, I know for a fact that I am the new employee. Lie. Help! I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am. Let me out of this box. We'll keep it simple. You tell me. Kind of been press-ganged into this. Seeing as security let you in alive, you're probably the new employee, dear. Either that or some sort of hotshot here to meet with the executives. I am the hottest of shots. A hotshot, huh? We employ a lot of hotshots, dear. But the hotshots always arrive by helicopter when they're here to see the executives. So how come you're walking in off the street, hmm? Maybe I was mistaken. I guess I'm just a new employee. So you can call me a helicopter, of course. Sunglasses. I think we're gonna get along just fine. Looks like we have ourselves a smooth little talker here. Take the elevator up. You'll get your helicopter. Rock and roll. Yeah, I'm green and low res. Yeah, this whole thing looks like it was made on like a... What the fuck? You know, I've been through this tutorial before, and parts of it still kind of weird me out. But yeah, this feels like it was made on some, like, really old computer. Like, some lost, really niche RPG from, like, 1986 or something. That was, like, 20 years ahead of its time. Anyway. In the wake of your unfortunate accident, our medical staff has reconstructed your body. Our financial office has placed a debt of $1 million on your account. We went over this before. So you may pay off this large sum. You have been accepted as an agent under our employment. You'll be granted Class C employee housing for the duration of your stay with us, and granted access to state-of-the-art tools for completing your assignments. Chiplets the tutorial. Hey, Mirage, good to see you. Yeah. Type your desired code name down below to demonstrate your understanding of these terms. Alright, let's see. What would be a good code name for us? I'm always bad at these things. Screw it, we'll go with Mr. Bling Bling Mark III. I'm better than those hacks. The new and improved version. Yeah, Atari 2800. Yeah, it's using the visuals of that, even though there are obviously it has access to more horsepower, but it's using that in terms of systems rather than its presentation. So yeah, we are in our training sequence, and we're about to pick up adverse centricities, which is a firearm of some description. Alright, your compass in the top right points to mission objectives, follow to the firing range for weapons training. So as you can see, our initial reaction time using this weapon is actually kind of poor. There's a long sway as we swing it around. Looks like we have... This is a 3-shot weapon of all things. We don't even really know what kind of gun it is. It is assuredly a ranged weapon. We've got all of the data right here, but it's just... It adds to the layer of obfuscation. Oh, I see one. Let's see. Can I kick this window out? Oh. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Accurate, but slow. But yeah, you can see we have some physics. We're pushing the couches around. And it's an open question whether we are human, cyborg, or purely robotic. It's a little hard to tell. Again, this game does not explain a damn thing before just kind of throwing you into the tutorial and saying, you owe us, do work for us. Anyway. So this is going to teach us how to fire a gun. Just shoot these targets here. Yeah, bro shows up at HQ and immediately starts breaking windows. I like to think that's just us being proactive, demonstrating that they have chosen wisely. Alright. So we can switch to melee, and as you can see, our melee weapon is this fuck-off giant scythe called Ruinous Crabness. And there's even a degree of physics here, because we need a space to actually swing it, and it's bouncing off the walls. So yeah, this game does not give a shit. It's going to do its own thing, and all a guy can do is keep up. Alright, we can reload here if we need to. Yeah, I know. I feel like... that's what makes me think there is... I mean, obviously there's more going on with how you were chosen, under what circumstances, but I feel like this is some kind of, like, cruelty squad situation where they just grab some schmuck off the street and took advantage of their circumstances, and they're just having them do whatever because we live in some kind of crazy future society where nothing really matters. Alright, your compass points to your mission objectives, but the path is not always clear, so yeah, just teaching you basic navigation. And now we get to the hacky hack stuff. So as mentioned, this uses a kind of command line interface here. It's not really a skill contest per se, so much as expending this data resource in order to break into systems. So let's see. So we're going to... Alright, let's get to a tab, type NS in the terminal, press enter. So yeah, this will list things we can interact with. We can hop into the door. So hop door 1. And we're in. Now... list the commands here. Unseal opens the door. Why am I looking at sysadmin screens? Yeah, welcome to hell, Kren. We are Linux administrators for this. But yeah, this is Deadeye Deepfake Simulacrum, and it is basically using, like, mid-80s visuals for its rather complicated cyberpunk systems, and we're going to be seeing a lot of working with a command line to get objectives here. So, if you look in here, you can actually see the list of things we can interact with via the hacking system. So, hop node 0. Again, Duskers comes to mind, and I absolutely love how that game controls, but it definitely takes some getting used to. So now, because we've accessed node 0, we have line on node 1, which is in the adjoining room. Well, this is... Put it this way, this is going to involve more things being... This is going to involve more breaking things than work. And, you know, you get to break things instead. We are basically the bastard operator from hell. But, you know, we're first day on the job, so we haven't gotten that far yet. We haven't gotten our privileges to control the Halon gas system. Anyway, let's see. So now we can see inside the room, we can see there is a door we can interact with. Nightmares of hackers in my work. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a case where any decently sized organization can expect to be targeted at some point. And you quickly learn the difference between when someone is just, like... When you're dealing with normal problems like phishing emails or unauthorized applications, or like unauthorized attachments, unseal, unauthorized attachments, and someone actively causing chaos, like a DDoS attack or something. Anyway, oh, right, snap back. Yeah, bastard operator from hell with a gun and a manager who gets excited when we kill people. Yeah, our operator takes a weird sort of glee in the work we do. Oh god, oh. Alright, security camera. These can alert nearby enemies. Hack and suspend the camera or destroy it. Alright. Alright. Now, fortunately, we can see because we spotted the camera, we have access to it, so camera 0. Some of the stuff does seem to need a constant line of sight. It feels like... Oh, hot camera 0. Oh, yeah, no data connection. Right, we do have to have eyes on the camera, my bad. Alright, hop camera 0. Yeah, the fact that your local host is not lost on me. Yeah. We are absolutely Cyberman, ready for the cyberpunk future of 1986. Anyway, help remote. So we're gonna shut this down, suspend. Alright. To the next room and hop to the server dummy. So yeah, this is not just a side element. It is absolutely necessary to hack stuff in order to accomplish certain objectives. So, hop server dummy. Oh! Punishment, Dutch angle. Network defenses have fucked up your system a little. This can happen with hopping new computers. Type scrub to remove all negative effects. This costs 5 data, so we give you some extra. Alright. So yeah, again, there is a lot happening automatically when you interface with the system, and your main point of challenge is remembering the text commands to interact with stuff on the fly, because obviously we can't really stop time, although we can manipulate it to a degree. Yeah. Again, Duskers is a fantastic title to draw inspiration from, and I have to believe that was the case here. Like, obviously it's doing its own thing, but... it is absolutely hitting that same vibe. Now, hang on a tick. I know there's other chiplets here. That's the camera hub. Backdoor 0. Hang on a second. Hop backdoor 0. We're basically just looking for extra goodies here. Alright. Help remote. I'm a backdoor. An agent left me here. Huh. Interesting. Not out here. Alright. Oh, right. I have to spike the, computer. Hop server dummy. Spike. Beautiful. Oh, I probably will be crying uncle at some point. This is definitely that kind of game where knowing what to do makes it a lot easier, but you have no bearing for the full scope of your node. You don't really know the full scope of what you can do. The tutorial can only cover so much. Nodes are merely messengers that may allow you to connect to other computers. Like... that one, huh? Alright. Honestly, you could probably make a whole-ass game out of just the hacking mechanic here. And in fact, I think some have. Oh, wait, I'm already in there. Like, I know there was this one game... let's see. Oh, okay, this is sprint. Right, okay, we have to use the camera to get in here. Yeah, hop camera 1. Yeah, there's a game called, like, Experiments... 112 or something. I forget the exact title. But you basically play a hacker interfacing with camera systems on some kind of research facility, and you're trying to guide a woman to safety, but you can't directly interact with her. All you can do is work the cameras and computer systems and mess with things in the room to sort of get her to do the things you need her to do. Oh. It was a fascinating little experiment. It did get a little hand-holdy in the sense that she would speak to the camera and try to tell you what you needed to do. So I got the sense they were... damn. I guess, yeah, I got the sense that their reach slightly exceeded their grasp on that one. Still, it was an interesting idea. Anyway, let's see. Can't just... Right. Let's at least get that open. Up, hall door. There we go. Ah, wait, I see it. Gotta punch out the window here. That's another one. Yeah! That's 2. Yeah, the third one's gonna be out here somewhere. So yeah, in keeping with the attention to detail, you can see that even though we don't animate, we're sort of carrying our gun like we're sprinting here. And when we start walking, we do like a little fancy twirl here. This is very much a game where there's a style to it that is kind of obscured by the visuals in an interesting way. Alright, so... I note the... Oh, right! The back doors connect to each other. Oop. I see it now. Alright. Hop, back door, 0. Hop, back door, 1. Beautiful. Back door, an agent left me here. Let's see. If you connect to... Oh! No, that's what I was doing wrong. You're right. I get it now. I need to actually see inside the room. That requires having eyes. That's it. Alright. Bingo. Beautiful. Thank you much, Mirage. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things where there's a lot to take in, but it is something the tutorial covers. So it's a good idea to keep those that list of commands in mind. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got 3 free upgrade points that the man didn't want us to have yet. Alright, now we can head out and get back to the rest of the game. Alright. So now we're in our apartment. We actually do have a... Like I said, we can't really stop time in the field, but we can go into bullet time. And as you can see, this meter over here drains. That's about how much real time is... That's about how much real time... Or the duration of our bullet time. It's a little funky. We can actually refill it right here. Yeah, this is Duskers, except you're actually present. Exactly. Alright. Hey! Another point. Now we got our computer here. Alright. Dear Agent, welcome to your employee housing. Once settled, please begin working to pay off your debt. You can make payments towards your debt through the bank program on your desktop. Employment opportunities can be found via the mission's BBS. We recommend paying off your debt quickly to avoid accruing interest. Deaths during your time with us will add further penalties. Remember, you can exchange your complimentary chiplet for new... yeah, chiplet singular, for new skills in the abilities menu. Be on the lookout for others hidden in the field. Right. Alright. This concierge has a job for us. Exactly, yeah. It's a number, and we're gonna make it small. We are all profit. All right. So we got a job. So she's got a job for us. We got some data stolen a while back, and it's stored in a lightly guarded compound. Why don't you fly over there and steal it back for us? First missions are always tough, so don't worry if it takes a few tries. P.S. Your grenades should work now. Hold right-click to use them. All right. Weapons hot. We going in. So, let's take a look at this and see what exactly we're dealing with. So, as mentioned, we went into debt when we died. We're gaining interest at 1% a day. The debt increases every time you die, but that isn't game over. You're just deeper in the hole. We've only got about 5,000 bucks to play with. So, we'll have to... actually, that's interesting because in my test run, I started with 10. Maybe that's because I was dicking around HQ and broke stuff. Maybe they billed me. But anyway, as you can see, the weapons and equipment all continue the what the hell am I looking at theme naming. Like, we've got various types of, like, swords and maces and such, but they're named, like, Fritzler, Perlstein, Calandra. Some of that might be referenced, some of that might be just someone banging their head on a keyboard. And the guns are all things like Erdi Quakas, Unchecked Ukraine, Formative Cutly Dons. Everything about this game is some sort of surreal acid trip of naming. And it's the... You get the feeling you have only the barest connection to reality. Yeah, can we get a less impractical melee weapon? Yeah, if only, right? So yeah, I noticed that the armor, this over here is more or less your, kind of your armor, kind of your body. It refers to skeleton, which again gives me the impression that we are already some kind of cyborg, or at the very least, augmented in some way. Check the tip of the day. Oh right, they give us some money for that. Your compass to the top right points to objectives. Hey, we get 5,000 bucks. Oh, that's where that extra came from. So yeah, we don't really have much to do here right now. So let's go do that mission. Although, right, I do have grenades. Let's try that out. That was... There we go. Hey! Awesome! And it looks like we only get that one, so... Well, we'll just have to see if we can get more elsewhere. Alright. Let's get rolling. It's crime time. So now we have access to the helicopter. Alright, so this is our debut mission here. And all we really got to do is get to a computer and spike it. But there's quite a bit of security here we have to be mindful of, because, again, we are just a squishy nobody, and most of the guys here will one-hit kill us with what they have. So, let us hit the data store. Yeah. Oh, motherfucker! Alright. Overlord angered. Alright, yeah. So this is essentially a kind of Overwatch system. The more you meddle in a hostile computer network, the more there are going to be penalties when you try to hack into systems. So, first-time hops now have a 20% chance to result in a punishment. Make a pun, huh? Alright, give me a minute. But anyway, as long as we're in the data store, might as well grab what we can. Alright. Well, you know what? I love that the command for data transfer is suck here. Again, everything about this is surreal in kind of a goofy way. But you know what they say? You gotta suck if you want to make a quick buck. Whatcha! I feel dirty. Anyway, we gotta... If I recall right, there are some cameras right outside we gotta watch for. And, I think there's also a turret out here. Ah, yes. Alright. Now, fortunately, this thing can't shoot over the wall. Let's see if we can shut this thing down. Oop, hop turret 0. Motherfucker! Okay. Damn it, they took money. Okay, well. Alright, suspend. Might as well turn that down for a minute. You saw there was a list of commands there that we could have turned the turret... we could have changed its allegiance and made it friendly, or even taken direct control of it. We're going to try to keep things simple here. Now, fortunately, we do have the line of sight for the camera, but as you can... to engage with it without being spotted, but as you can see, it is tracking us, so there's no real getting in blind spots for cameras. In fact, most enemies in the game don't seem like they have detection mechanics so much as, like, if you enter their visual range at all, they get suspicious and investigate the last point. There's no grace period in interactions. If they see you, you are at risk. Anyway, maps are fixed once you pick a mission, and story maps are all fixed, but extra missions are proc-gen. Oh, neat. Alright. Now, the camera has eyes on the camera hub, so we're going to switch to the camera hub. You can see that's costing us data. Oh, Overlord is getting pissed. Alright. Now, this will cost a fair bit of data, but it is worth it to shut these things down. Alright. So we got a good sense of the cameras covering here. It's basically just a small compound with a few facilities here and there. Guards are going to be an issue. We don't really know where they are yet. They're surely going to be in the building somewhere. And we need to find the computer we're supposed to spike. If we wanted to, we could break this window, kick in, and start shooting. But again, we are a sluggish little potato of a person with a not terribly reliable not terribly reliable odds in a gunfight. Ah, alright, I think I see a hostile there. So we need to be very, very careful, and boom! Motherfucker! There we go, got it. Oh! Alright, so we can switch to a flexuous clutch. Which is... Oh, is this a shotgun? Oh no, it's like a stake gun! Oh, man. That's beautiful. You know what, I think I gotta use this out of principle. So yeah, it's an interesting case where the... I think that's our target system. Like, the context is classic cyberpunk, but everything around it is a mix of cutesy and surreal in a way that it's hard to know what to take seriously. You feel adrift in a way that is weirdly compelling but hard to convey. Alright. Oh, damn it! Okay, we're at the Dutch angle now. Alright, let's at least spike this thing. That's our objective. Alright, we down. Alright, scrub, let's clear that. I did, yes. Alright, there's a guy there. Now, starting a gunfight is a poor idea until you actually get good at guns, especially since we switched to a less reliable firearm, less accurate. But... what the hell? Oh, shit. Ah! Eh! Oh god, that wasn't a kill! Shit! Oh man, I had the mission in the bag, all I had to do was leave, and of course, I had to choose a weapon that that didn't kill the guy. Let's try that again. That's right, I gotta spend the chipsets. Hey, Ivory, good to see you. Alright. Recent death. Dear Agent, you have recently died in the field. Resurrection services are not complimentary. Each death will result in an additional $1 million to increase to your debt. Please exercise caution in the field to avoid further penalties. Oh hey, I think we still got the all clear for it. Hey, sweetie, great work. You got us back that data so good. I've wired some extra fun bucks to your account. Go buy yourself some goodies. I'll contact you again soon with a new mission. It'll take me at least a day to prep for your new mission. Feel free to take a nap in your bed or do a side contract from the mission BBS. Okay, so I think, despite dying, pointlessly I might add, we still got the reward for the mission. Awesome. Now, our situation has not improved, but this bodes well for future activity. Anyway, let's spend these points. We've got 5 of these things to spend. So as you can see, some of them are classic cyberpunk stuff, so you've got your gun abilities, technical abilities, and such. Chronomancer affects your bullet time, which I gotta remember to use. But then you get things like Esper, Empath, Necromancer, and you start stepping into more obviously fantastical things that can't easily be explained by cybernetics. I mean, you know, it could all be nanotech, who knows, but the array of options here suggests a much stranger take on cyberpunk than you usually get. Something more in line with Shadowrun or something. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I see a hidden option here. Infiltrator. Fade from view. You are not here. You were never here. Yeah, $2 million in debt. Must be based on American healthcare. Oh, man. We wish we had access to this level of care. Hey, Mirage. Hey, Branch. Good to see you. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, let's grab the Infiltrator one. And pay 3 chiplets to unlock? Nah. So yeah, this is a you can basically unlock more abilities, but it looks like there's an escalating chiplet cost to do so. So you can kind of mix and match and come up with your own weird little custom kit here. Anyway, alright. Activates immediately, lasts for duration. Places a silencer in your gun, preventing enemies from hearing your shots. Throw a silent trap to your cursor position. Deals damage equal to your max ego. Sneaky Weasel. Throw a projectile that silently breaks glass, open locks doors, suspends cameras, turrets, and speed bumps. Ooh, that actually does sound useful. Round, prevents radio. Oh, we can smoke bomb. Done. Costs 1 ego, charges 5. Oh, maybe I don't need chiplets for the... Maybe it's a set of abilities, and then I can mix and match them from here. Alright. So yeah, we'll try Sneaky Weasel. Skills are your mana abilities, and you've unlocked... Okay, so this unlocks an entire set of skills, and you pick which ones you want to use for the mission. Alright. Perks are free, but perk slots aren't. Fair enough. Click to equip. Oh, here we go. Alright. Optic camouflage. False alarm. Sounds from your weapons alert enemies to your cursor position. They are twice as loud. Interesting. Alright. Blackout. Create a blackout. Suspends all turrets and cameras within 1 line of sight distance from your body. Provides stealth for duration. Distant enemies from seeing you. That might be useful. Turn invisible. Using grenades and weapons ends the effect. Gain the ability to see through walls but not hack through them. Oh, we're doing this. Hell yeah. Alright, shocking reveal. Enemies take 1 second longer to notice you. Oh, this might actually give us a stealth timer. Now we spend chiplets for these. Okay. Alright, forbidden technique. Melee kills grant 4 seconds of stealth. Melee swings that do not hit a unit deal self-damage. Oh, man. Reduces the vision of you and your enemies by 25%. Alright, so I'm getting like a Fallout-style trait system here, where there are positives and negatives to each of these. Sounds from your weapons alert enemies to your cursor position. They're also twice as loud. And you take 1 second longer to notice you, they immediately call for backup. Martial art. Hunt kick. Teleport to nearest enemy in line of sight distance. Kicking costs 1 ego. Alright. We'll stick with something a little bit practical here. I can live with them calling for backup, because, you know, getting spotted at all is what we're trying to avoid. So, we'll unlock for... Yeah, we'll unlock that. There we go. Yeah, why not? Teleport kick. Fuck it. Alright. So, let's refresh my memory. Skills are Sneaky Weasel, which throws a projectile to silently break stuff and open stuff. Low Profile, which prevents distant enemies from seeing me. Or Creep, which lets me see through walls, but slows us down. Alright, that'll do. Let's see what other missions we have access to. Oh, right, tip of the day. Press tab while typing in terminal for autocomplete. Nice, nice. Alright. Optional side missions. You're encouraged to take them while waiting for follow-up emails from important people. Let's take a look. Alright, so yeah, you can see the mission pay is... decent, but not great. It'd take like 100 of these damn things for us to pay off the debt from 1 death. So we got a ways to go before we work our way up the food chain here. So, let's see. Assassinate. Client. The Heathy Scythe needs an agent to assassinate a target in a secure location. Wield Rajkot needs an agent to capture a flag from a secure location. Spike the computer to secure location. Stolen expurgated trowel. This is like some like XCOM mission names here. This is great. All right. Yeah, we'll do another data spike one. We'll see if I can hack through walls now that I can see. Also, I really should switch guns here. Actually, hang on a second. Right, that's the stealth ability there. Low profile. Scanty reader, mag size 5, spare mags 3. Yeah, why not? We'll go with you. Alright. It's also kind of inaccurate. Let's see how this works. Alright. So some recoil to mind. But hopefully it'll actually put an enemy down. I did accept the mission, right? Oh, damn it. I'm used to shift being the sprint key. Space is the sprint key. Alright, mission accepted. Right. Kinda digging the music in this game. Again, there's a chill aesthetic to this that I'm enjoying. Somewhat at odds with the serious... It's somewhat at odds with the idea of some kind of serious cyberpunk imsim. But fascinating nonetheless. Kind of a lo-fi beats to break into corporate HQ with. While listening to. Anyway, let's see. That's unsettling. Alright. There it is. Camera 3. Oh, hop camera 3. Damn it, we only... You know what, let's look around a little bit more. Alright. Now, notably, I don't see a way to actually cancel powers in motion. Hitting the key again didn't seem to work. Alright. Let's be careful. enough ego. Damn. Alright, well, we'll just have to make do. Oh, shit. The problem with being a wizard in this game is you need options when you run out of wizard juice. Okay, somebody broke. Oh, shit! Please be dumb enough. Yes! Beautiful. Alright. Aaron, huh? Hey! Oh, shit. Ah! Oh, boy. Oh, this is gonna get bad. Damn it, they just sounded the alarm. Okay. Hopefully they will not be... Hopefully they will be drawn to the commotion and not to me specifically. Okay. Oh, shit. Shit, 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 shit. No, damn it. Oh, is that guy switching to a melee weapon? Did he deflect? Okay. This guy might be trying to flank. Oh shit, here he comes. Oh lord, he coming! Son of a bitch! Okay. We're gonna have to be way more careful about how we handle this mission. Alright. Alright. That window is a... Oh! Forgot about the fucking camera! Alright, so we actually have data points here, so let's do this. Alright. Hop camera 3. Yep. Ah, damn it. Okay. Hop camera 1. Hub. Sufficient data. Need to. Damn. Alright, well. Let's at least shut this one down. Alright. Let's be careful here. Remember the bullet time. There we go. Shit. Damn it, I walked right into that. So yeah, this is very much a game where you need to mean it when you go loud because mistakes are punished pretty harshly. You may have a million tricks in your bag, but you need them for the opposition. You need them for the threats you're up against. Alright, let's see if we can bait this guy in here. Actually, wait, hang on a second. Maybe we can get past him. Oh, yeah! Son of a bitch. The fucking cameras. Every time. Alright, he broke in through there. So he's investigating the camera. Yeah, not great. Not great. Again, it is possible to take non-lethal damage. Or damage that doesn't kill you instantly, but we're just not there yet. Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay. I do appreciate that they're willing to break through glass to come at us. Alright, I think our target's gonna be in this room. Maybe we could just YOLO our way to it. Alright. Hey, the guards have names. Alright. System spiked. Beautiful. Alright, let's get out of here. Not strictly necessary. Now, I remember there was a guard out in the yard over here. I don't know how much leeway we have to get around him. Okay, I think we're okay. Maybe all the commotion I made let me get through it. Alright. Beautiful! Finally, a successful mission, after an acceptable number of deaths. Oh, man. I love that I went with a stealth build when I suck at most stealth games, and this game is not gentle with its mechanics. Alright, hey, she's got another task for us. Corporation abandoned some data at an old ruined facility. Can you take a trip down there and salvage it for me? Oh, how can I possibly say no to that emoji? I'm feeling this one. Hell yeah! Alright. Oh, look at this. We're already up to 35,000 bucks. We will totally be able to pay this off in like 400 years or whatever. Alright. Ooh, wardrobe. Hey, I can change my skeleton. Actually, I can't. This is the only skeleton I have. Noise. Alright. So, this gun isn't bad. Let's switch to something else, though. I need something accurate. Uncorrected gluten. Adverse centricities. There we go. Much better. I will take 3 reasonably well-placed shots over 5 less than reliable shots. The daily interest on that debt is more money than you have right now. No. Let's see some optimism here. Surely the company that pounced on some almost dead guy and pulled a $6 million man thing operation on him, but is going to make him pay for the $6 million, isn't going to fuck us over in the long term. Alright. Now, abandoned does not mean empty, so there's probably going to be security on this. Oh, I see that. I appreciate that it's snowing, though. Not enough cyberpunk stuff happens in winter. Alright, what do we got? Speed bump 0. Alright. Speed bump 0. Need 3. Locate a computer for the first time. Right. There's one. Alright. Hop, box, node. Hey, alright. Debt is the manifestation of samsara. The Buddha spoke of this. Alright, outpost node, data node. Let's see if we can get more information on what we're dealing with here. Let's check data node. First, let's see what we can do here. Passengers, hop data node. Alright. Interesting. So there's someone low-key. Doesn't look like they're armed, but, you know, we can't really take that kind of chance. Let's break into the data store. Give me that. Hell yeah. Alright. Now. Oh, right. Hop data node. This game really does make you feel like 80s hacker man. A lot of typing and prep work if you're getting into the hacking, and once you actually start getting enough data to play around with stuff. Alright, there's another guard. No. Actually, interesting question. Can we hop into dudes? Yes, we can! Well, okay. Theoretically, we can, but our character specifically cannot. I assume we'll either need an ability for that, or we need more data, or we just failed. Oh, wait, no, we are connected. Alright. Are you really hacker, man, if you don't have the Nintendo Power Glove keyboard? Oh, man. Somewhere out there, someone has actually made... Someone has to have made a hacking interface that uses something like that. Or one of those, like, big hacking keytars from old Shadowrun. Just this big, cumbersome, mechanical thing that somehow does what it needs to do in the year 2025. Okay. So this dude is a cyborg, and we can do all sorts of mischief here. So yeah, slow, sleep, kill, confuse, pilot, befriend. Let's take him for a test drive. Alright. Alright, snap. Beautiful. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh god. Turret. Oh god. Is that a blimp? Okay, well, what the fuck? There was a fucking blimp that gunned down my hacked cyborg. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful about this. On the other hand, that should be a sufficient distraction for us to get over to where the target system is. Alright. Oh god! No, no! Bad turret! Alright. We need eyes on that thing. Hop, speed bump. So, do I still have eyes on that? No, I don't. Shit. Okay, maybe I can hurry and get over here. New connection, huh? Maybe I can just pixel my way into this. Nice. Alright. Alright, snap. Anything around us? No. Alright. Let's suspend you. Oh, oh. Alright. Now, there was one guy in the... Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. Bad guard blimp. Go away. Oh, God, it's still coming. Run! Alright. Beautiful. Somehow that worked. I don't know how, but it did. Oh shit! Shit, 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 shit! Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I should have turned the turret. Oh god. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Run! No! That was going well until I died. Alright. If you type fast, you can hack the blimp for 8 data. Oh, man. See, this is why you need to teach kids typing. These are the skills you're going to need to succeed in tomorrow's world. Op turret 4. There we go. Autocomplete by pressing tab and control. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, you're definitely going to do a lot of typing in this game. Alright. Alright, let's shut down turret 4. Now let's hop into Withers. Oh. What? Hop. Right. There we go. Now we wait for the opportune moment. We'll have him take a nice nap. And... Damn it. Okay, hold on a second. Fucking turrets. Alright. Maybe we can pull that trick again and just get very... Here we go. Hop turret 1. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, system's getting pissed here. Alright. 4... Okay. Oh god, now the camera's upside down. And I've only got 5 data, and I'm gonna need that to put Withers to sleep. Can we finish this upside down? We're gonna find out. Okay, hop walks node. What? There we go. So yeah, what I keep forgetting is the lines indicate connections, but if there are no connections there, then you do need, like, actual line of sight there. And sometimes you can only tell that by snapping your camera to them. Alright, snap, data node. Now we can pop into Withers. Okay, hop Withers. Alright. So we don't need them out for long, but we do need 1 data to put him down. So... Oh god, my controls have not adjusted for the fact that I am now looking at this upside down. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh man. Just think of the money, baby. Think of the paycheck we are gonna get from this. All like 12,000 bucks! Okay, the blimp is clearly an issue. Alright. Actually... Hello, Turret Hub. Forgot about this. Yeah, systems are going to be networked, so you can follow them back to a root point. Then you are able to shut that down. This will be expensive, but worth it to see the scope of them. Now you can actually see there's quite a bit more to this map than meets the eye. There's actually quite a few systems down here as well. I don't know how often chiplets are going to be available in missions. I assume if you explore, there's some incentive to it. But anyway, let's shut this down. Alright. So... We could flip them all? That would cause a great deal of chaos. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Aw, we made friends. Outstanding. Haha. You just got befriended. Nano hostile, baby. Alright. Now, okay. Here comes the blimp. Let's let it get close, and we'll let the turrets deal with this. Hey! Turrets got it! The turrets are our friends and companions. Our partners in civilization. Oh god, what was that? Alright. Damn, guards all over the place. Also, I just realized I was trying to get to the data store, and the actual objective is that way. Fantastic! Alright. Oh god. We gotta hustle. Shit! Did that dude just shoot himself? Oh man, I'm getting my ass kicked. Now, our target is somewhere almost dead north from us. Probably in this building right here. So we weren't that far away. Let's see if we can get there, find it with low profile, and get out. Actually, hang on a second. Let's see... Alright. So there's one guard in there. Shit! Alright, we gotta haul ass. Shit! Alright. Ah! Fucking homing bullets. God, at this rate I'll be lucky to finish this mission. So yeah, this is very much a game where you kind of have to unlearn your usual gaming habits and embrace the game's mechanics as they are. And I will not pretend to be the best at this. But there is something fascinating about the way the game encourages you to think outside the box and act as if a single fuck-up will end you, because it probably will. Alright. Turrets are on our side. I feel like our best option here is basically... let turrets do most of the heavy lifting here. Create chaos. Get in, get to the target, and get out. Are you fucking for real? Walk right in and get blasted. I mean, you know, they recruited me from after getting blasted. I don't know what they were expecting in terms of secret agent quality. You handle that one turret, bro. Shit! Turret bro down! I don't know what happened. I think I successfully got the target before... or I broke line of sight. Shit. Okay. That is a huge-ass problem. Who or whatever that thing is. Bunkly. Alright. Okay. Alright. Bunkley down. Let's finish him. Unethical? Yes. Practical? Also yes. Okay, our turrets got wrecked. So we kind of need to somehow salvage the mission here. Shit! Okay. Alright, let's low profile this. Haha! Dude killed himself with his own bullet. Awesome. Alright. Ah! Motherfucker! There's a lot that can go wrong here. This is definitely not a game that is going to hold your hand while you get used to things. And it is very easy for a simple plan to spiral rapidly out of control. But it is kind of what I like about it. There's this feeling of accomplishment as you do start to get a sense for these systems and what you have access to. Snap back. Alright. So this isn't the end of the world here, but it is not ideal. Let's see that camera out front, and let's see if we can do something with that. Alright, we're in. God damn, we're really getting, this thing is really fucking with our vision here. Alright. Alright. Now we got some options here. In fact, is that... Hubcom hub? Speed bump 27. Must be further north, past this dense security building here. Let's see... Snap... or hop camera hub. Let's see if we can shut these down. Just enough. Alright. Alright, turrets are on our side, camera's down, but we've got a blind spot here, and that is not great. Alright. Let's try and low profile our way past this. Shit. Hey, there's our son. Yeah. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. I'm gonna lure everybody back to the turrets over here and let them sort it out. Come on. Come out to the turrets. The turrets want to say hi. The turrets are friends. That's it. Right this way, buddy. Alright. While they're dealing with that... Oh! Accidentally threw my grenade. Alright. So there's the shareholder server. And actually, if we can get eyes on the cameras, we might be able to get... we might be able to hop into that. Let's jump into aux node real quick. Alright. Let's see if we can hit that thing remotely. Alright. Damn it! It's just not reaching enough. Okay. You know, it might. They're feeling nice about it. Alright. Well, the camera is friendly, at least, so we can run up to it and see. Just need to make sure nobody's running around looking at us. Damn it, there's a turret down. Okay. Got it. We are going to need to complete coward our way through this if you want to get through. Alright, now. Okay, snap, hop, camera, hub. Snap. Hop, camera, 2. Snap. Do we have eyes on the shareholder server? Hop, shareholder. Yes! Alright. Spike. Hell yeah! And it took me like half a dozen deaths. Outstanding! Oh, man. We'll see how bad that was. Yeah, no shit, my debt has increased. Alright. Your debt has grown at an alarming rate. Please pay off your debt as quickly as possible to avoid accruing additional interest. Nice job. You're proving to be a valuable asset. I've wired some additional funds to your account, so go nuts. I'll message you again when another mission pops up. Great, we're now 10 million in the hole. On the other hand, our holdings are almost doubled. You know. We'll do one more mission for funsies, but first let's spend money on stuff. Let's see. Did I have any chiplets? No. I'll have to actually find them. Nope. Alright. Let's change out our skills real quick. So, Sneaky Weasel... Silently breaks glass, open locks doors, Suspend... Okay, so Sneaky Weasel will suspend cameras and turrets. That is handy, actually. Low profile is good. Creep is good but expensive. Rat trap, throw a silent trap to your cursor position. Deals damage equal to your max ego. Yeah, you know what? I will... switch... Yeah, I'm gonna switch Creep... No, I'll switch Sneaky Weasel for Rat Trap. I feel like the best course of action in this is to just not get spotted at all. Alright. We can upgrade our skeleton. In fact, might as well. Little more armor. A little more ego. Alright, mission BBS. Capture client. Peacocky, unabbreviated Keithley, needs an agent to capture a flag from a secure location. Some enemies will come equipped with a night ability. Okay, so enemies are going to get perks as well. Awesome. Okay, the Urban Dagenster needs an agent to spike a computer at a secure location. State of Billionaire needs a remote proxy. 4 key cards of a secure location. Target in a secure location. Domicile of Tanked. 1, mission size 2. Yeah, you know, we'll do a hit job. Why not? So yeah, between the sheer spread of abilities you have, both natively and through the upgrades you can unlock, and the ways you can approach a mission, this is absolutely a more flexible style of game, fitting for the immersive sim design. The trade-off is that it requires quite a degree of thought and how you approach the mission and build your character, and it throws so much at you that it is difficult to tutorialize beyond the very basics. Which you can still get a lot done, just knowing how to hack cameras and such, but this is very much a system where you need to be willing to play around with it. You need to be willing to make a few mistakes and get a sense for how things work, how guards react, run into problems, and improvise your way out of them. Or just panic and go in swinging and hope for the best. And to its credit, the game allowed a reasonable amount of leeway as things went wrong on that last mission. And it's more than just when the enemies finally caught me, I was dead meat. But obviously, if you build your character differently, that's a whole other story. Anyway. Oh shit, Karen's hunting for us. God damn it. We don't need her complaining to our bosses, we're already in enough hot water. Okay. Got an idea. Let us shut down these cameras. Okay. Camera hub. Snap. Alright, not a lot here. So we're looking for Prouse. Let's hop. Can we... No, we need eyes on Karen. Okay. Hop. Zero. Alright. Hey! Alright. See if we can jump into one of these guards and get their eyes. Again, there's a lot of implied, like, weirdness about the setting that goes quite a few steps past your usual cyberpunk scenario. And it's reminding me a little bit of Frozen Synapse in that, where your vision is limited. Your direct sight to the world is obscured beyond a tactical layer. You don't see the world as it is. You just see the elements you interact with. Alright. And yeah, in that game, both your controllable allies and your enemies were these creatures called vat forms, which are basically cloned human beings that existed only to follow orders and fight. And to you, they didn't really look that much different from regular humans. But it implied a layer of frivolity, let's say. I don't know if that's the actual word for it. Let's say... Oh, is that them? Hop. Prouse. Yes! Beautiful! Alright, now. So this target needs to die. So all we really gotta do is take them over and let them do their thing. Alright, there you go, Prouse. Go nuts. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, that's the kind of flexibility you don't often get in a video game. We were able to get in, deal with a target, and get out without firing a shot, without even actually entering the building. And that's the design ethos of this game and what makes it so fascinating. It's that willingness to give the player a set of toys that it can use, or tools I should say, that it can use in very unorthodox and unexpected ways, and break the systems in play, while also recognizing that there's a lot that can go wrong and a lot you have to juggle with a scythe, and the enemy is capable of using these same systems as you, except for the hacking thing, of course. But basically, both sides are playing by a consistent set of rules. You're allowed to break them in certain ways, but the AI will respond to any failures with, let's say, excessive force. And it's incumbent on you to learn what you can do and what the limitations are as quickly as you can. And I kind of respect that. It's a game that is willing to take the training wheels off and let it, like, after a pretty simple tutorial, which still covers a lot, and trusts you to learn as you go. Although, obviously, this is putting us deeper and deeper in debt, but little by little, we're getting a feel for what we can actually do, and how that lets us approach a mission from an unorthodox way, rather than just going in and shooting everybody. Though, obviously, if we got good at it, we could do that as well. Let's see, could you take care of some more data recovery for me? Just take the elevator a few floors down and spike a computer for us. Keep an eye out for troublemakers while you're there. I was born for this. I love that attitude. We're going into debt, but we're getting a handle on this. So, you got to break a few loan agreements if you want to make yourself a special forces badass. But yeah, that is Deadeye Deepfake Simulator. It is a fascinating title. Mirage, thank you so much for recommending this to me. It is exactly the kind of weird niche thing that I'm interested in exploring on Sundays, where it's a title I've never heard before that's doing something I've rarely, if ever, seen. Yeah, the hard space-based debt system. It's very much a case where you're busting your ass to try and get out from a corporate thumb, and learning about the world around you as you go for that. And I like this. I'm gonna poke at this some more and see what other fun ways you can approach missions. What other fun ways there are that you can approach missions, and how weird things you can build your character to do. It's very cool. So I'm liking it a lot. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night, and see you next time.